If we're being honest, 2019 was a bit of a downer for the aviation community. It saw a crash that rocked the industry to its core, the collapse of several beloved airlines, and the cancellation of the world's biggest passenger jet. However, there is a lot to look forward to in 2020. So what are some of the key events in the world of commercial aviation that we should be keeping an eye out for as we move into the new year? Let me explain. Starting off with arguably the most controversial event set to occur in 2020, we are likely to see the recertification and the re-entry into service of 737 MAXs early on in the year. Boeing engineers have been working diligently to ensure that the 737 MAX is safe, and rumor has it that the plane could begin flying passengers again as early as March. While trepidation to fly the jet will persist for some time, its reintroduction will be key to ensure airfares stay low and the industry's carbon footprint continues to shrink. In the new airplane department, the Boeing 777X will finally make its first flight after engine issues have delayed its introduction by several months. The heir apparent to the iconic 747, this new jumbo jet will be unique in that it's the first commercial jet to feature folding wings. Further, 2020 will finally see Boeing decide whether or not to move forward with a new mid-market jet, ostensibly called the 797. If Boeing does not commit to building the jet in 2020, it's unlikely that it will ever happen. This would pave the way for Airbus to dominate the mid-market segment moving forward with their A321XLR. Speaking of Airbus, they're set to introduce a couple new planes of their own. First is the A330-800, the smaller of the two A330neo variants. While this jet is set to compete with the 787-8 and 787-9, only 14 have been ordered to date, so its entry into service isn't likely to be met with much fanfare. However, Airbus's other new jet, the Beluga XL, is sure to get plenty of press. This cargo plane, which kinda looks like a whale, will be a critical part of Airbus's manufacturing infrastructure moving forward. It will be used to transport wing and fuselage components from suppliers to Airbus's final assembly line in Toulouse, France. As far as airlines go, one key decision is likely to stand out amongst the rest. At some point this year, Qantas, which is Australia's flag carrier, will choose whether or not to move forward with Project Sunrise. This program is intended to bring direct flights between Sydney and London and Sydney and New York for the first time ever. If approved, these flights would become the longest in the world, lasting almost 20 hours. Its approval is contingent on several factors, including whether or not Qantas believes it's economically viable, whether its pilots and crews agree to participate, and whether Airbus can deliver on its promise to provide modified A350s to cover the extended distance. And finally, rounding out the year, and this makes me so excited to say, we will finally be getting Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The beloved game is finally being revamped for the first time in 14 years, and will provide an ultra-realistic flying experience for enthusiasts who want to be at the control stick but don't yet have a pilot's license. It's set to launch on PC and the upcoming Xbox Series X just in time for the holiday season. Now, these are just a few key events that we know of so far. There are bound to be several more developments pop up as the year progresses. And I'm curious, which event are you most excited to happen in 2020? Whether it's something I covered here or not. Let me know about it down in the comment section, and while you're there, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss all of the great aviation content that's coming to this channel in the new year. Have a great 2020, everyone, and until I see you again, don't forget to look up.